Hello guys and welcome to My Way to Fire. Have you ever thought about starting to invest but never really made the first step? Investing may seem very exciting, but at the same time it may appear scary because you risk your hard-earned money and might even lose some of it. I will tell you a little story about how I started investing. First of all, we have to go back in time to when I was a kid. Back then I used to spend at least a week at my aunt's place with my cousins during the summer holidays. They used to live in the countryside, so we spent a lot of time outdoors. But besides that, being teenage boys, we wanted to play video games as well. After playing for a couple of hours, my aunt wanted us to do something productive. She made us listen to the audio version of the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, from Robert Kiyosaki. Obviously we didn't want to, but in the end it was actually really enjoyable. Now bear in mind I was in my early teens and I had never had a job at that time. It was the first time I heard anything about managing personal finance and how you can make money by investing, instead of just working. The thought of acquiring money-making assets totally blew my mind. This book is great for children, or even adults with no experience in investing. It is written like a story, which makes it very easy to read and it doesn't feel like studying although you are learning new stuff. Also, you don't need to have any prior knowledge. I would definitely recommend reading it if you want to start investing but need that extra encouragement. Anyway, let's get back to my story. Even though I really enjoyed listening to that audiobook and I told myself I want to do that in the future, back then I had no way of starting right away. Few years later, when I was about 16 years old, I got my first part-time job. At first I didn't work many hours, so I wasn't making a lot, but I have always been frugal, so I saved some money anyway. Fast forward to when I was 18 and working a job over the summer holidays. I worked in a furniture and home accessories store. I stacked the shelves, worked in the warehouse, helped the customers and did anything necessary at the moment. It wasn't much, but I worked there with my classmate and the other people were also nice, so apart from the actual work it was pretty fun. Nevertheless, I realized I didn't want to do that for another 50 years. That brought me back to the audiobook I listened to during holidays a few years ago. I decided to refresh my memory and I read the book. After that I kept thinking, how do I start? What's a simple way to start with little money? Then I remembered an advertisement on peer-to-peer lending where I could start with as little as $10 in a single loan. I looked it up online and started reading reviews from different financial blogs and investing groups. After a thorough consideration, I decided to give it a go. At that time I had some money saved up and I think I started with around $2,000. It was very exciting. I still remember checking my phone at work and looking for new loans to invest in. To be honest, I didn't have much of a strategy since I was new to that. I joined some online groups and started learning more about the platform and investing in general. I found new interesting books to read, such as The Richest Man in Babylon, or The 4-Hour Work Week. I also watched a lot of YouTube videos, so if you are new to investing and want to learn new things, then make sure you subscribe to this channel. I kept adding to my portfolio and I believe I was getting more educated on the subject. My portfolio was growing, which was a very encouraging thing to see. At first I was a bit scared of entering the stock market, but after learning more about it I was hooked. So the next step after peer-to-peer lending was my first investment into an ETF. I actually still hold it and have been consistently buying more ETFs every month. If you are interested in ETFs and this investing strategy, then you might want to read the book called The Simple Path to Wealth. Soon after I started with ETFs, I also began investing into dividend stocks. There's just something so exciting about dividend income. And the last step for me so far has been buying individual growth stocks, but I don't hold too many positions. Although my first investment was into peer-to-peer lending, around 90% of my portfolio is in the stock market now, and as I said, I keep adding to my ETF position regularly every month. I only buy individual stocks when I manage to save up some extra money. This was my story. I hope you liked it and maybe it will encourage you to read some of those books and start on your own. Guys, if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please hit the like button to support this channel, and if you are interested in more videos about investing, personal finance and just overall money related topics, then make sure you subscribe. As always, thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you in the next video.